Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good
Good afternoon, ma'am.
afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
How are you doing post exam? Everything is done now, free mind. How did your exam go?
Great, ma'am. Great.
Great. So, super easy.
Not super easy, but it was good, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, except that case study, everything is good.
Yes, ma'am. The case study was a bit difficult.
Was a bit difficult. Okay. So, but nothing was like out of course, nothing
Yes,
was
ma'am.
like that which was not told to you, or you can't infer something. Some questions were not, directly answered in class, but I think it gave you like, I gave you ample amount of case studies, ample amount of ideas to answer those questions as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, which cases did you find difficult? Because all of you had like kind of different sets of papers, I guess.
Ma'am, it is not difficult, but we need more time, like to analyze or
Right.
see the result. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, case was easy, but it need more
Time.
calculations in
Yeah,
case
ma'am.
of utility and logistics case.
And but it was like it had
Yes,
like
ma'am.
large number of questions, but it
Yeah,
was
ma'am, it
very
was
easy.
easy.
It was very easy, and many of you have actually done it really well. Now many of you have scored
Yes, ma'am.
or like 15 out of 15 in that. So okay, and some of you, I think your answer sheet was not submitted or what, I don't know. Bharat, Ketan, like some like 10, Balpri, 10 of you, maybe your answer sheet was not submitted, or you have been asked to for re-exam. What is the case?
Ma'am, the re-exam date has not been scheduled till now. But
Okay.
yeah, so as of now, we are not aware that is there any going to be any re-exam for MBA or not. We are only aware about the LEB exam.
Yeah, because I can also see like only 3, 4, 5 exams, re-exam, names of those subjects only for re-exam. Okay, okay, all right.
Ma'am, they are taking the exam of the that subject in which the majority of the student is unable to upload the file.
Okay, okay. Or maybe for those questions only they'll ask
Yes.
whatever way it be. Okay, so I think you will get over it like by 23rd or 24th. So anyways, today we'll discuss about market basket analysis. We have already covered like 70-80% of this topic in previous lecture. However, I'll show you one, I'll give you one small assignment. I'll discuss little bit about coding as well, and I have shared 2 books with you. You can go through market basket analysis in those books. It is given in both the books, and then you can see your understanding. And like you said, no, you need more time to analyze it, like to sip in all these things, all these concepts. I feel that good books will give you a good understanding, apart from my videos, apart from my PPT, apart from the assignment that you are doing. A good read of these books will give you much more confidence. Okay. And next is your project. So how many of you have started it, or what stage are you in? Have you prepared your questionnaire? Have you done any analysis? I just want to know what stage are you in?
I'm not aware about the project.
You're not aware about the project. Like what part of it
Yes,
are
ma'am.
you not aware of? Like I have already shared. You shared that project brief with me. I'm not sure which group you are in, but all those who have shared project brief with me, I have already shared my feedback, and I already have already shared the questionnaire format and analysis plan. All those things I have already shared. Like what else is needed from my end? So when you are saying that you are not aware of this project, like what things you are not aware of? Are you aware of what is the topic of your project? What topic you have selected? Or your group hasn't selected any topic. Have you submitted your project brief?
No, ma'am, I haven't submitted.
So you are in group?
I don't know my group number also.
Very good. What is your good name then?
I'm Prateek Singh.
Prateek Singh. You don't know your group. So go to
I'll
that.
check with the CR and ask which group
Okay.
number I am.
Otherwise, I have already shared, I think, on that group, WhatsApp group, or otherwise you can also check on forum. The first forum which I have created. It should also be visible on QuickForce.
Okay, ma'am, I'll check on the quick first.
Okay, and, or
Yes,
you can ask your group members, like I'm in which group. Okay,
sure,
so,
ma'am, I'll do that.
so the project is something that is, the next step going forward. Also, we have like half the subject to finish, but project is something which will give you like 15% component is attached with it. And how I have divided it is like the questionnaire will give you 3 points, 3 grades out of 15, analysis 4, your recommendations and conclusions, whatever you write, 2 plus 2, again another 4, and the presentation will give you 4 marks. So this is how the division of marks is for your group project. Okay, so you have to tell me like when will you be able to share your group project. So group by group, I can take that, and it's going to be a part of your regular session, these sessions only. So once I have like 3-4 groups ready, and then we can plan that session when to do that. So maybe after on in in September first week we can do first session on group projects. Okay, so you have to give me your names, the group numbers, who all have like will be ready with their presentation in first week of September. Okay, so talking about market basket analysis, just 1 second. So what do you understand by market basket analysis? I have already, talked about it. What do you understand by market basket analysis? So exams are over. Now you don't have any excuses. What comes in your mind? We had a whole session on this. What do you understand by market basket analysis?
Ma'am, we'll be predicting what kind of product does a person buy, or what combination of product he would be taking when he ever visits a supermarket or any general grocery store.
Right. So what combination of products a person is buying?
Generally, we analyze what's in his basket if we'll
Yeah, literally speaking, yeah, as straight as it gets, what is in his basket? Like if a person is putting bread, what next item could end up, landing in his basket? And this is what is called, market basket analysis. And we do it using a priori rules. Some probability is involved in it. And it's basically finding this pattern. Like if bread is bought, then what are the things this customer is likely to buy?
Anticipating consumer behavior.
Yeah, it's anticipating. We say like a calculated guess, and in fact not guess, but actually seeing the consumer patterns and then predicting. Okay, these consumers are be buying bread, so they are buying butter. This is something that historical data is telling us that, and then we'll recommend. Okay, you are buying bread. Maybe you would like to buy butter as well. Yes, yes. Yeah. I cut you short. Sorry. So you were speaking something. Yeah.
So, ma'am, it is basically to understand the customer buying behavior, like what's their complete journey when they enter the retail store and what all they buy one after the other.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, and what is more of a consumer behavior that we are looking towards? Yes, definitely. So where can we use all these? What kind of data are we looking at for market basket analysis? What kind of data do we do this kind of analysis?
Transactional data.
And yes, and what is transactional data?
The products that are purchased together.
Products that are purchased together. And what are the other properties of these transactional data? So if you go to a supermarket, you buy certain things. So what do you mean by transactional data there? The receipt you get, okay, the various products and the price, that's kind of transactional data. Even just this information about what all products you bought is transactional data. Okay, so it has relatively very little information. Okay, and because it has very little information, I talked something about density, this being very less density. Do you remember anything regarding that? This transactional data is very sparse, has very low density. So basically it is like that some customers will buy only 2 items, some will buy 3 items. So if I say like put it in Excel, just 1 second. So if I put it in Excel and then, and these are the rows, these are the columns, and all the items in a supermarket, say there are like 1 lakh items, and there will be 1 lakh columns, and each row represent 1 customer. So you go to a supermarket, you buy only 2 things, somebody goes and buy only these 3 things. So this data is very sparse, because a customer will maximum buy 40 products, 50 products, and overall there are like lakhs and more than that, number of products in a supermarket. So this data is very sparse. It has a lot of, missing values, and this is the reason we can't run any correlation, any linear regression. And so data mining tools like a priori, a rules algorithm, this is something that we use in market basket analysis. So next thing we discussed was like key technique used by large retailers. This is the data which has, you have huge data, although it's sparse, but you have like huge data. And just, trying to idealize it by this thing that, when you go to a supermarket, how many customers are there in an hour, how many customers are buying in that, supermarket, or think of something like Amazon, or think of Netflix. You don't buy there, but yeah, Amazon is a good example. So you have like the tens of lakhs of rows you are generating in 1 hour. So this is like this is how huge this data is. So we apply market basket analysis for this kind of transactional data, and then we try to find the interesting patterns in it. So for example, if breads are sold and eggs are sold, and are they related? Are they related by this? I mean that are there any relation between these two? That if bread is bought, then eggs are also bought. So we try to develop this relationship. We try to check actually this relationship by association rules. And there are 3 metrics involved in it. And the application for this is like product recommendation. You can recommend movies, you can recommend products, you can, develop a store layout and sales promotion, all these things you can do. So can you tell me what we discussed about the store layout? How can you do that? How can you use market basket analysis for store layout?
Ma'am, if when we know that if somebody buys a bread with that butter, eggs, these are the things which are frequently bought by the customer. So we can keep the similar set of things for the customer at one area, and according to that we can create some sets for the store, and that's how we can create the store layout.
Right. So, imagine like if you are buying something and you have, if you're buying bread or whatever you are buying, and then if you feel you find the same product that that is more of kind of an impulse buying, and then you are more likely to buy it if it is like kept there. And so this also increases sales volume. So store layout is very important, and we can get more information about store layout, what all products we should keep in same aisle, in some same area. And next is sales promotion. And can you tell me something about sales promotion? One example about sales promotion. How can we apply market basket and sales promotion?
Ma'am, buy one get one free, like for the complimentary good. If you buy a piece, like a packet of bread, you will get a slice of butter free.
Yes, because they are likely to buy those products also. And it's like a good moment to, push them for cross-selling. Okay, so they have bought bread already, and then they will definitely go for butter if, because this is something that usually is found in the pattern. A person will buy butter if he is buying bread. And then if you can push those people more easily by clubbing these products together. So that's why sales promotion. You can also reorganize your website, like you can reorganize your layout. All these things you can do through market basket analysis. Okay, so I also talked about this case study. Did you get time to go through these case studies, this Walmart case study? That people were buying beer and diapers, which was like not something very usual. Have you gone through this case study?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay. So go through this case study, just give it a read. It's very interesting case study, and also the second case study, and try to find out like how, market basket analysis, what is left, how market basket analysis can help with these big retailers, what insights they derived, and what steps they have taken after doing, this kind of analysis. All these things you can do. Okay, so moving forward, there are certain terms I have already discussed about it. Set of items, the transaction, what is market basket, what is a rule, what is association. You can go through my PPT, you can go through book. This is very simple. Let me go to this matrix. There are only 3 important matrix that you have to remember. Okay, first is support. Support is proportion of all transactions that contain the cell. For example, if I'm saying that what is the proportion of milk and tea getting sold together? Okay, support is, for example, milk and tea. So support will be what is the proportion of milk and tea getting sold together. And it is nothing, just frequency of milk and tea, this combination. Frequency of milk and tea, that is this combination, and divided by the number of transactions. Okay, so basically if you see, there are like 15 transactions, or say 5 transactions, and you see in this transaction milk and tea is coming, in this transaction milk and tea is coming. So basically frequency is 2 and divided by number of transactions is 5. So this is your support. Basically 0.4 is your support. Okay. So you will say that milk and tea are observed together in 40% of all purchases. Okay. You understand this? What is support? Are you able to understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So milk and tea, if we are finding what is the support for milk and tea, so we are just finding the proportion of all transactions that contain the set of milk and tea. Basically frequency of milk and tea, kitni baar milk और tea आया साथ में, and then by number of transactions. So it gives 0.4, which means 40% of all purchases have milk and tea have been observed together in 40% of all purchases. Okay, so next is confidence. Confidence is nothing. It's just, how confident you are. Basically, it's telling more of a strength. For example, in the same example of milk and tea. So milk and tea, if I say what is the confidence of, just 1 second. Yeah. So what is the confidence for this pair, milk and tea? Okay. So it is nothing but the frequency of milk and tea. Okay, the same thing. Okay, divided by the frequency of milk. And say if the frequency of milk and tea is like 2, which we already know from here, and frequency of milk, like only milk, kitni baar aaya milk? Say it is like 2. So this will be the confidence. It is 1. So you can say if milk is bought, then tea is 100% likely to be bought as well. This is confidence. Okay. And the third thing is lift value. So what is lift? It is support of milk and tea divided by support of milk and support of tea. So you can think of it as like conditional probability also. Okay, so what is the probability of happening milk and tea when they are like there is some relationship between them? Basically they are not independent. And then individual probability. Okay, so how to calculate lift in this case is support of milk and tea. So we already know support of milk and tea. We have calculated it from here. It is 0.4. And say support of milk is 0.4. We can calculate it. And then support of tea is say 0.6. And some calculation will come out to be 1.67, whatever. So that gives you lift. So lift, you have to then interpret this lift. If lift is greater than 1, what does it mean? If lift is greater than 1.
Ma'am, then maybe both the elements are independent.
No, if lift is greater than 1, then it is independent or dependent. We have dependent wala upar. If it is greater than 1, this whole thing is greater than 1. That means milk and tea are dependent. Basically, there is some relationship lying between them. Lift is greater than 1. So if milk is bought, tea will be bought. So there is some kind of association in that. If lift is greater than 1. Okay. So we always look for the rules where, lift is greater than 1. And if lift is less than 1, what does that mean?
Independent.
Yeah, independent. In fact, it's going to be more of negative effect. If you buy one thing, then it's very unlikely to buy other thing because it's less than 1. Okay. If lift is equal to 1, then you can say there's no association. Okay. It's kind of more of independent thing. But if it is less than 1, then it is more of, these items are more of substitute to each other. Like a person is like more into tea, less into coffee. If tea is bought, he will not buy coffee. Hypothetically, like that kind of thing. So if lift is greater than 1, then those two combination, those two pairs are like more of they co-occur. There is some relationship between them. There's some association between them. But if it is equal to 1, there's no association. And if it is less than 1, then they are more of substitute to each other. If you buy one, then you are highly likely that you will not buy the other thing. Okay. So these were
the lift is, ma'am, if lift is less than 1, then the chances of purchasing both are less.
Sorry, your voice is
and
breaking.
if it is greater than 1,
sorry, please come again. Your voice.
Ma'am, I'm saying if the lift is greater than 1, then the chances that both the products would be bought simultaneously would be high.
Yes, yes.
And if it's less than one, the chances are less that both will be bought simultaneously. Either of them would be bought.
Yes, exactly. Either of them would be bought. Or in other way, they are substitute to each other. Or the presence of one item has negative effect on the presence of other item. Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
So I think it's quite easy to understand, and you can go through this slide also. So support means how frequently they occur. Confidence means how strong this conditional relationship is, and lift is more common than chance. Okay, it is not happening by chance. If it is more than one, then definitely there is some relationship. Okay, and there comes your assignment. So I have just summarized all the things that I just stated here, and you have this data set. Okay. These are some IDs, and these are the items: milk, tea, bread, these items. What you have to do is, first step is you have to define the frequency of each individual item. Okay, so here we have milk, tea, bread. So you have to define frequency of each individual item. Means milk, what is the frequency of milk, what is the frequency of tea, bread, egg, cola, whatever, juice, whatever is coming. Okay, and then calculate the support values of each individual item. You already know how to calculate support values. I have also mentioned it here. Okay. So just do tell me whether you are clear with this step one or not. You have to define the frequency of each individual item, and you have to calculate the support values of each individual item. Whatever is present here, each individual item. So milk is one item, tea is one item. Okay. Second step is you have to eliminate the items under the support value of 0.4. Like we calculated milk or tea का support value क्या है, यहाँ पर पहले individual items को whatever the support value is, you have to check the support value, और 0.4 से जो भी कम है, just remove that, eliminate those items and create a new list. That is your third step. Write the frequency and support of each possible combination pairs. So combination pairs here mean milk and tea का क्या combination है, bread और cola का क्या combination है, bread और tea का क्या combination, milk और cola का क्या combination, all these combination, whatever number of possible combination you can think of. Okay, you have to calculate the frequency and support for all. उसका threshold value 0.4 से जिसका भी support कम हो 0.4 से eliminate those combinations. Okay. Then make new combinations, and you have to do the same drill. Support values of each combination. Okay. And then eliminate who all have like 0.4, and then create this final table and put all the items. Whatever the support, जो भी items बचे, whatever, what is the support, what is the confidence, calculate their confidence and calculate the lift. Okay. Easy.
Ma'am, can you explain the fifth point again, please?
Okay, so when you will, okay, so first you will make, I'll start with first only, milk, egg. इसकी कितनी frequency आ रही है basically, और इसका क्या support है? Frequency basically कितनी बार ये इस table में आ रहा है? एक बार.
So milking will be two, right?
Right. So 2 इसका frequency हो गया, and similarly you have to calculate the support. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Support is basically कितनी बार आया 2, and total number of transaction is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 by 5. Okay. That will give you some.
Yes, ma'am.
Value. ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am.
So ऐसे ही you have to calculate it for all the individual items. So what all individual items you can see? Milk, tea,
bread, egg, cola.
Cola,
Juice.
yes, juice, yes, exactly. So in sub individual items ka, you have to calculate the frequency, make a table with the frequency and with the support value. ये तुम्हारा step 2 हो गया. स्टेप 1 हो गया। स्टेप 2 में जिसका भी सपोर्ट वैल्यू 0.4 से कम है, ओके,
Yes.
उन सबको एलिमिनेट कर देना है एंड देन यू गो टू स्टेप 3। अब
Okay, ma'am.
स्टेप 3 में क्या करना है, यहाँ पर हमने सिर्फ एक इंडिविजुअल आइटम लिया था जैसे मिल्क। स्टेप
मैम ये 0.4 क्या बता रहा है हमें कि मतलब
या ओके 0.4 आइटम ये बता रहा है कि मिल्क एंड टी आर ऑब्जर्व टुगेदर इन 40% ऑफ ऑल परचेसेस। बट यहाँ पर हमारा सिर्फ ये 0.4 सिर्फ मिल्क का है। मिल्क इज ऑब्जर्व्ड इन 40% ऑफ ऑल परचेसेस। दिस इज सपोर्ट।
मैम सिर्फ 0.4 से कम होगा जब ही एलिमिनेट करेंगे, और अगर 0.4 होगा तो उसको एक्सेप्ट करेंगे।
Depending on the support value.
हाँ, yeah, depending on the support value. If your support value is less than 0.4, for this calculation we are taking support value 0.4 से जो कम है, we are setting the threshold at 0.4. So 0.4 से जिसकी भी वैल्यू कम है उन सबको रिमूव कर देना, ठीक है। सो स्टेप 1 हो गया, स्टेप 2 हो गया। स्टेप 3 में तुम्हारी फिर से जब 0.4 से तुमने एलिमिनेट किया, देन यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट दिस न्यू लिस्ट। इस लिस्ट में क्या होगा, वो सारी पॉसिबल कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ पेयर्स रखने हैं जो अब पॉसिबल होंगे। बेसिकली फॉर एग्जांपल आपका मिल्क है और टी एक कॉम्बिनेशन हो गया, मिल्क एंड कोला इज वन कॉम्बिनेशन। तो वॉट एवर पेयर्स, ओके, दो आइटम मिल्क और टी हो गया, मिल्क ब्रेड और एग हो गया, टी एंड ब्रेड हो गया, ओके, मिल्क
Yes,
और
ma'am.
सो जो भी तुम्हारा फर्स्ट वाले सपोर्ट वैल्यूज के बाद जो आता है उन सबका कॉम्बिनेशन बना देना एंड देन कैलकुलेट द फ्रीक्वेंसी एंड द सपोर्ट वैल्यू। फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर उसमें मिल्क एंड टी का आया तो मिल्क एंड टी एक यहाँ पर आया, एक यहाँ पर आया, 2/5 तुम्हारा 1 2 3 4 5 एंड 2 बार आया मिल्क और टी का कॉम्बिनेशन, 2/5 तुम्हारा ये सपोर्ट हो गया, ओके।
Yes, ma'am.
तो ऐसे तुम्हारा
मैम हेलो
हेलो
मैम प्लीज इसकी रिकॉर्डिंग शेयर कर दीजिएगा।
Okay, I'll share the recording, but are you able to follow?
या मैम आई एम एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड, बट मैम रिकॉर्डिंग शेयर कर दीजिएगा, वो बाद में रिवीजन करने में मतलब इजी हो जाता है।
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, इसकी भी and the previous lecture in which the strength was very low.
Oh, okay. This one for market basket.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll do that.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, so ये हमारे 4 steps हो गए। पेयर वाइज भी हमने निकाल दिया, उसके बाद फिर हमने एलिमिनेट किया। फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर हमारे पास 2 या 3 वॉट एवर पेयर्स बचते हैं एंड देन उनसे हम पेयर बनाएंगे, नॉट पेयर बट यू नो कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ आइटम्स, और उनका भी फ्रीक्वेंसी और सपोर्ट फाइंड करना। मे बी 3 आइटम्स का आपका वो पेयर कॉम्बिनेशंस बनेंगे, तो यू हैव टू डू दैट वन। यहाँ पर मैक्सिमम हमारे 3 या 4 के कॉम्बिनेशंस हैं। यू हैव टू जस्ट चेक कि कौन कौन से कॉम्बिनेशंस तुम्हारे बचते हैं जिसकी सपोर्ट वैल्यू 0.4 से ज्यादा है, ओके। और फिर तुम्हें एक ही फाइनल टेबल बनानी है वेयर यू हैव टू पुट ऑल द आइटम्स, मिल्क सिंगल आइटम, मिल्क एंड टी, व्हाटएवर यू नो, जिनका भी 0.4 से ज्यादा सपोर्ट वैल्यू है, उनका फिर कॉन्फिडेंस कैलकुलेट करना और उनका लिफ्ट कैलकुलेट करना, ठीक है।
Yes, ma'am.
तुम करोगे तो इट्स क्वाइट इजी, विल बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड। So this is assignment and you can submit it by 23rd between 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Okay, so I'm keeping that window only between 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. and this is something you can submit by group. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So next is market basket analysis in R. How to do it in R is quite simple in R. So first you can go to the chapter in the book that I've shared with you. So you can check all the codes there. So we have to install this package, A rules, and you already know once you install the package, you have to load the library. So इस पैकेज के अंदर ही एक प्रायरी रूल्स के अंदर इस पैकेज के अंदर यू विल गेट वन डेटा सेट दैट इज ग्रॉसरी डेटा सेट. ओके, तो डेटा सेट के लिए तुम्हें कहीं से लिंक नहीं देखना है. यू डोंट हैव टू गो फॉर यू नो एनी separate Excel sheet. Just in this package only, you have to just type data groceries and this summary of groceries, and you will get all these things. Okay, ये इस पैकेज में ही ये डेटा सेट मिल जाएगा तुम्हें. So this will show you what is this telling you. These are the number of rows. And these are the number of columns. So columns basically items कितने हैं. जैसे मैंने बताया था कि in a supermart, so if you put the numbers in Excel, you put data in Excel. So these columns are the number of items. So for example, एक supermart में 10 lakh items हैं, तो वो 10 lakh columns हो जाएंगे. And ये rows बताता है कि कितने transaction हुए हैं. Basically एक कस्टमर गया, उसने क्या क्या चीजें खरीदी, and then that customer's data is filled in each row. So one row tells you one transaction or one customer data. Okay, and these are very sparse, like I told you, because you know out of 1 lakh items, this customer is going to buy 40, 50, 60, 70, maximum 100 items. So obviously there are going to be many missing values, and that's why we say that it's a very sparse data set. So you can see most frequent items, whole milk, this. Let's check these metrics. You have to just check the summary, just check what are the, how many number of rows are there, how many number of items are there. You can check it from here. Okay. And after that, this is again the summary only. We just set some parameters for support, for confidence. Okay. And we just put some threshold value for lift. In this, we have kept the threshold value for lift. I think I have missed putting that code here. But in this, we have put this threshold value as 3. So 3 से ऊपर जो भी threshold values है lift की, वो सारे items show करें. Okay? So basically, what is this telling you? ये अगर तुम्हें read करना है, what is this telling you? Read support, confidence, and lift. What is this telling you? Support क्या था? You can.
That.
They are observed together in these many purchases. So milk and tea कितनी बार आ रहा था, and total number of items क्या थे. So this is coming like 1.7% of all purchases. So beef and root vegetables. So this is if then. ये arrow करके ऐसे लिखते हैं. This is beef and this is root vegetables. This is nothing, just you just say it's a rule. ये एक rule है कि अगर beef हुआ और root vegetables हुआ तो उसका कितना lift value आ रहा है, उसका क्या confidence value आ रहा है, उसका क्या support value आ रहा है. Okay.
And ma'am, what will be the threshold value here?
Threshold value, like I said, I think I missed that code here, but 3 से ऊपर जो threshold value set किया था lift का, इसकी भी.
So ma'am, you set it to 3.
हाँ, इस पे 3 से ज़्यादा lift value set किया था.
So ma'am, so here it is 1.7% support value. So how we'll just evaluate, how we'll gonna analyze it? 3 से ऊपर होना चाहिए, but this is 1.5. Is there any correlation between the support or lift? Because in the previous example, threshold was 0.4. So we were directly concluding that if it will be more than 0.4, that is 40%, then we'll be counting in. So the beef, the first one will not be counted in because 3 is the threshold value and it's less than 3.
No, so 3 is the threshold value for lift. The first thing is lift is like the most important thing. So lift, what is lift? What is support? What is confidence? Support is just telling you कि अगर ये वाला product है, beef है, तो root vegetables भी ये दोनों साथ कितनी बार आएंगे? टोटल जितने भी आइटम्स हैं ये दोनों साथ में कितनी बार आए हैं? हो सकता है कि जो टोटल नंबर ऑफ आइटम्स हैं वो बहुत ज्यादा है, ठीक है, टोटल नंबर ऑफ आइटम्स, क्योंकि यहाँ पर हम ग्रॉसरी डेटा सेट में अराउंड 1000 का डेटा है, ठीक है, और वहां पर हमने तब सिर्फ हम सपोर्ट की बात कर रहे थे, और यहाँ पे देखो सिर्फ तुम्हारे पास 5 का डेटा है ना, तो वी वर जस्ट कैलकुलेटिंग सपोर्ट, और उसके बाद जब तुम लिफ्ट करोगे कैलकुलेट उसमें, देन यू विल सी अ डिफरेंट पिक्चर. बट here first thing is that we are putting the threshold of lift here at 3. Support is telling you कि अगर
I'm so sorry for interrupting, ma'am. What basically lift tell us, like support tells us कि beef और root vegetable साथ में कितनी बारी purchase किए गए हैं. हाँ. Right. In the similar way, confidence tell us कि अगर root vegetable buy करा है किसी ने तो इतना percentage पे beef भी करा होगा. That's my confidence value. So similarly like that, what lift tells us?
Lift tells us the sales of root vegetables increases by 3.04%, 0.4 times in shopping transactions which contain beef. Is basically कि अगर probability of beef into probability of root vegetables probability of beef and root vegetables upon probability of beef and root vegetables. So basically कि by chance से कितना ज्यादा ये दो चीज अकर कर रही है, कि अगर बीफ और रूट वेजिटेबल्स 5 आइटम्स में से 2 बार बीफ आ रहा है और 5 आइटम्स में से 3 बार रूट वेजिटेबल्स आ रहा है, पर उससे ज्यादा ये कितनी बार आ सकता है? इन अदर वे कि इंडिपेंडेंटली तो ये इतनी बार आ रहा है, पर अगर ये दोनों एक साथ आ रहे हैं तो इज इट कमिंग मोर देन इंडिविजुअल आइटम जब ये आ रहे हैं? आर यू एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस, कि whether there is any relationship between these two?
Ma'am, through a formula, I am able to understand while reading the statement also. As the statement is saying, sales of root vegetable increases by XYZ% in shopping transaction which contains beef. So, which means in my shopping transaction, if beef is part of it, then 3% times the sales of root vegetable is also increasing in all the transaction where customer buying beef.
Yeah, it's 3 times. So it's more of, यहाँ पर हमने more of percentage time बोल दिया कि it's likely to be bought, and here we are saying कि 3 times shopping transaction में अगर root vegetables है तो इतना times increase हो जाएगा beef का भी sales. This is what it is telling us. So basically,
yeah, three times will be a threshold value.
हाँ, lift की अगर हम threshold value हमने 3, threshold value is something that we can keep.
Okay, so I can also keep 2 as threshold value. That is my call.
Yes, that is your call. That depends कितना data है. That depends कि तुम कितनी strict हो. तुम्हें लगता है कि ब्रेड और बटर तो इंडिपेंडेंटली बहुत बार लोग ऐसे खरीद लेते हैं, इसमें कोई ज्यादा कनेक्शन नहीं है, तो यू कीप इट एट लाइक एक से ज्यादा अगर है तो कनेक्शन है ही. बट यहाँ पर 1000 आइटम्स थे और बहुत सारे रूल्स थे, तो हमने एक 3 का लिफ्ट ले लिया. वैसे तो अगर 1 से ज्यादा हो तो हम बोलते हैं कि हाँ देयर इज सम कनेक्शन बिटवीन दैट, कि अगर एक आइटम खरीद रहे हैं तो दूसरा आइटम भी खरीदेंगे.
So ma'am, basically this list is the final outcome. That's the reason the lift is all the values in the lift value is more than 3% because we have kept 3 as a threshold. Now I got it.
Yeah, so that's why we are getting just these,
yes ma'am,
5 rules.
Okay.
These are basically rules. So अगर beef है तो root vegetables होंगे तो उसकी क्या lift value है? Okay. सिट्रस फ्रूट्स है, रूट वेजिटेबल्स है, ये तो है, तो अदर वेजिटेबल्स खरीद रहे हैं उसकी क्या लिफ्ट वैल्यू है? सिट्रस फ्रूट whatever is on left side and whatever is on right hand side, it is like more of if this then this. फिर ये खरीद रहे.
मैम इट्स लाइक इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल का डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल पे क्या इफेक्ट हो रहा है एक तरह से?
Not more, not like more of independent dependent, somewhere is kind of vice versa. अगर confidence level आप देखते हो कि if milk is bought, then tea is 100% likely to be bought, and if tea is bought, then obviously it's more of a vice versa, milk is likely to be bought. So it's just to कि अगर beef खरीद रहे हैं तो root vegetable भी है, तो that is like what is the support, what is the confidence, what is the lift. Okay. क्योंकि अगर आप probability भी देखो तो this is pre A and B upon PA into PB.
Ma'am, if I have to understand from a real-time perspective, like I am the company and I'm doing this research. So, ma'am, ekdam in a layman language, how me being a company, I'll gonna read it and like how it'll gonna benefit me. So the technical aspect and everything is understood, but like in the layman way.
So in a layman way, if you have to see, okay, you have been given this data set, you know, you this output, and how you gonna read it. You just see at lift numbers. इसका लिफ्ट बहुत हाई है, 3 से ज्यादा हाई है. ओके और अगर इसमें और भी वैल्यूज होती है, यहाँ पे तो हमने लिफ्ट की वैल्यू 3 रखी है. तो बेसिकली लिफ्ट मुझे बता रहा है कि देयर इज सम रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन दीज टू. ये दोनों साथ साथ खरीदे जा रहे हैं, एंड इट इज नॉट बाय चांस. बाय चांस होता तो लिफ्ट की वैल्यू मेरा इक्वल टू 1 होगा, पर लिफ्ट की वैल्यू जितनी ज्यादा 1 से ज्यादा हो रही है, उतना ज्यादा स्ट्रांगली आई कैन से कि दिस इज नॉट हैपनिंग बाय चांस, देयर इज सम रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन देम. Or in other words, we can say that lift tells us that the combination of beef and root vegetables is 3 times more likely to occur together than one would expect from the individual rates of incidence alone. जब लोग बीफ खरीद रहे हैं तब लोग वेजिटेबल्स भी खरीद रहे हैं.
So, which will we can also say that it will help the store person to settle their final layout कि वो beef और root vegetables को फिर साथ रखें just because they have more frequency to buy together. That's how we can analyze.
Yes, exactly like that.
Okay, ma'am.
In fact, यहाँ पर देखो, अगर तुम्हें इन सब कॉम्बिनेशंस को देखना है तो यू कैन सी कि उससे भी ज्यादा हाई वैल्यू होंगी, बट देयर आर लाइक डिफरेंट कॉम्बिनेशंस, सिट्रस फ्रूट, अदर वेजिटेबल्स, रूट वेजिटेबल्स. या बट कमिंग टू योर पॉइंट कि हाँ, अगर तुम्हें सीधे से डिसीजन बनाना है, देन यू विल चेक लाइक लिफ्ट वैल्यू एंड यू विल से ओके हाई लिफ्ट है इनका, देन दीज आर द प्रोडक्ट दैट आर गोइंग टुगेदर. मे बी वी कैन ऑफर डिस्काउंट. If someone is buying beef, then we can put a discount on root vegetables, and maybe we can keep these 2 items together, or side by side, because all those who are buying beef, maybe they are cooking some when they are cooking beef, they like to put some root vegetables in that, and that's why these 2 things are selling together. Okay, so
yes, ma'am, when we change the RHS and LHS, interchange them, the probability will be same or it will be different?
Okay, so probability should not be different. Like see, this is PA and B and PA into PB. Just check the formula. PA and B and PA into PB. So अगर PB यहाँ पर कर दें, PA यहाँ पर कर दें, या PB and A कर दें, तो it's going to be the same, isn't it? Probability of A and probability of B. So basically this formula, अगर तुम B को A कर दो, A को B कर दो, it's still going to be same, isn't it? This is X, this is Y, this is X and Y. Going to be. So in other words, we can say that lift is symmetric. So whether you calculate lift X to Y or Y to X. But in case of confidence, it may not be the same. So if support of X is equals to support of Y, then confidence can be symmetric. Otherwise, it won't be symmetric. The same. You can get this. I need not to send this data set. You can actually take this data set from this package, A priori rules. So any other questions regarding this? So जो ये in fact ये जो केस स्टडी थी, once you will go through these case studies, तो उन्होंने देखा क्या था? उन्होंने यही देखा था कि इनकी लिफ्ट की जो वैल्यू थी ना, जब बियर ले रहे थे और डाइपर्स ले रहे थे, इन दोनों की जो लिफ्ट की जो वैल्यू थी, वो बहुत हाई थी. And this is how they came to know, okay, जब लोग बियर खरीद रहे हैं तो लोग डायपर भी खरीदते हैं. Here the lift is high. To go through this, and this will give you like more ideas. This will clear your concepts. कि exactly लोग क्या देखते हैं, what Walmart saw in this, and what Target saw in these emails, and like how they targeted these people. Okay.
Ma'am, the assignment that you have given, we have to do it in R or in Excel?
Okay, so first is this assignment. This is like something, this is simple calculation. You can do it in Excel.
Yes, ma'am.
And this is something you have to do in R.
So both the assignment we have to do it, the R one also and the Excel one also.
Yeah, yeah. So I have already given you course. There's nothing like that. It's just कि एक बार तुम्हें खुद करना है, and just go through the book. And I've not detailed it here in this presentation. I have been a little reluctant here because I want you to go through all the concepts in book, and also should check on this concept. What is this LHS? What is this RHS? On all these things, how these rules are picked up, and all those things. Okay, so yes, coming
Yes,
to that, go through this. जब तक खुद नहीं करोगे, एक बार रन नहीं करोगे कोर्स, तो खुद समझ में नहीं आता. Until unless you run it.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's quite easy. You don't have to do the कोर्स ही कितने हैं, 3 4 5 कोर्स हैं बस.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, so you will be uploading the data set for this grocery data set, right?
This thing?
For the grocery assignment, ma'am.
It's in the package.
It's in the package.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
Just go through that chapter in book. That's it. You'll get everything. Even all the codes are written there. And how to read those codes, everything is written there. So just submit this as a PPT and what you are able to understand from these codes. Okay, and you try to explain that. अगर यहाँ पर ये 5 values आ रही है, तो ये support का क्या मतलब है, confidence का क्या मतलब है, lift का क्या मतलब है. Okay, and try to explain all these things, and also put your recommendation. What does this mean? What actions this store can take based on this data set?
So I'm basically analysis done in the PPT, the way we have done previously.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, ma'am. And the Excel one also, we just have to submit the Excel, or that should be also part of the PPT?
So you can put it in Excel if you want, or you can just do the calculation in Excel and just put it in PPT only. That also you can put it in PPT, and you can also put your comments. So what are final comments on it. कि ये वाली वैल्यू का लिफ्ट ज्यादा है, ये दो जो वैल्यूज है या ये जो 3 वैल्यूज है इनका लिफ्ट हाई है. व्हाट डज दैट मीन? व्हाट डज दिस वैल्यू ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस टेल अस? तो ये जो फाइनल टेबल तुम्हारी बन के आएगी, इनफैक्ट each every step, like these are the values which are showing higher than 0.4 support values. So we have kept these, we have eliminated all these. Now the new list is this confidence value is telling this lift value is telling this, the final table, kiska lift sabse zyada hai, kiska confidence kya hai, and then you can comment on this. This way you will be able to understand it in a better way. तो ये दोनों तुम PPT में submit कर देना. You can submit it by 23rd, 6 to 7 p.m. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
And this thing, either I'll upload or you can take a picture of this. ये दो चीज. Okay, take a picture of this. Let me remove this. Yeah. Done? Or I'll just share it on group. Picture of this and picture of this. Rest you can find on your book, in your book.
Ma'am, done. Okay. Ma'am, we would also be requiring those codes in the next slides.
This is already given in that book.
Okay.
All these codes are already given in that book.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so that was all from my side, and yeah, you have to just give me your group name when you will be presenting your project. So from in September first week and September second week, we have to end it by like 20th September. In fact, उससे भी पहले. The classes will get over by 20th September or 22nd September. Okay. All right then.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.